Nothing says the 4th of July like a big sweaty butt. Welcome to Bridges Brothers Barbecue. Today I'm doing a smoked pork butt on my offset smoker, the Old Country Barbecue Pits Brazos. It's the first time I'm doing a pork butt on the offset, so this is a really important video for me. It means a lot to me because this is the second time that I'm cooking a pork butt on my channel, and the first video I've ever done was on a pork butt. And the first barbecue I've ever cooked, even before I started filming it, was a pork butt. So I'm cooking this for the 4th of July. My uncle's in town. He wanted some barbecue, so we're doing a pork butt. I'm going to be running the smoker at a temperature of between 225 and 275. I don't want it to get any hotter than 275. I'm smoking with a little bit of cherry. I'll be spritzing every about an hour or two, depending on how dry it looks. That's a combination of apple cider vinegar, bourbon, and apple juice. I'm going to be putting a water pan in here in a second that I'm going to fill with apple juice. I'm smoking with red oak today with a little bit of cherry. Alright, so I will see you guys in a couple hours when I get ready to spritz this. So I haven't been updating you guys on how the cook's been going, but I just came out here and checked the pork butt. I put this pork butt on at 10 a.m. exactly 10 a.m. It is now 4:11 in the afternoon. We are about 15 degrees shy of where I want to be before I wrap, but I wanted to show you guys the progress so far on this. So I'm going to go ahead and open it. That's what it looks like currently after being on for a few hours. Well, it's like 5-6 hours, like, yes, 6 hours. So again, there was the water pan. I added water, 2/3 water, 1/3 apple juice. I've been spritzing with my combination of apple juice, apple cider vinegar, and bourbon, just on top to keep it moist. But that's what it looks like so far. It looks very good. Getting some nice little charred bits on the side, which I love when I mix it in with the rest of the pulled pork. So this is cooking pretty much exactly how I want it to. So I figured I'd update you guys. Probably got another 30 minutes before I take this off and wrap it. Hello everybody, welcome back. As you see, it's hit my target temp of 160. That's what I wanted, anywhere between 160 and 165 before I pull it. It has been smoking ever since 10 o'clock in the morning. It is now almost 6 o'clock. It's 5:48 in the evening. It's going on almost 8 hours of smoke, so I want to go ahead and pull it. When I pull it, I always put it in one of these pans. It's a disposable aluminum baking sheet, and I want to wrap it with my Reynolds wrap. That's my chopped up Kerrygold butter. I put on some brown sugar, and I dust it with the Meat Church Honey Hog Hot Barbecue. So I'll show you guys what it looks like before I wrap it. Oh, let's go ahead and look at it together while I open this up. Yep, that's exactly what I want it to look like. I'm gonna go ahead and spritz it a little bit. It's looking a little dry on top, but other than that, it's got the correct color and it looks good. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it into the pan and show you guys what it looks like before I put it back on. All right, so that's what it looks like. That was just a big handful of brown sugar. I'm not sure exactly the correct measurement. I don't measure in terms of stuff like this. So if I had to guess, probably half a cup at least of brown sugar, and then half a stick of, this is Kerrygold butter, and then a good dosing of my Honey Hog Hot from Meat Church. And I'm about to wrap it up, stick it back onto the smoker until this temperature reads at least 200. When it hits around 200, I'm going to start probing it for tenderness. So we'll check back when it hits about 200. All right, everybody. So it's wrapped. It's back on the smoker. Now that it's wrapped, it should start climbing the temperature real quick. The 160 mark is normally where, to get to 160 is normally like having to power through a stall. It takes forever to get to 160. But once you hit 160, 163 right now. Once you hit 160 and you wrap it, it really starts to climb, because you're essentially done smoking at that point, and the wrap is essentially like braising and steaming the rest of the way. I mean, I could technically pull this off the smoker now and put it in an oven at like 300 degrees wrapped, and it would still do the same thing, but I like finishing it off on my smoker. But some people use their oven. But I'm gonna go ahead and let this finish, and the next time you're gonna see me, or hear from me I should say, is when I have pulled it and it's inside ready to be pulled for pulled pork. Alright, so it is almost 8 o'clock at night. This thing's been going again since 10 a.m. It's been a long cook. It is now raining, so typical Florida, but you know, it is what it is. The temp is almost to 200, 1 degree off, but I went ahead and I'm probing it, and it just slides right in, barely any resistance. So I am about to pull this. I think I want to give it another, I don't know, another 5-10 minutes maybe, then I'm going to pull it. Alright, so I just pulled it. It is 8 o'clock at night. It's, you know, it cooked for about 10 hours. But here's the end result. It looks fantastic. There's the bone. People are yelling at me and they're starving, so they want to go ahead and eat. So I'm going to go ahead and try to pull the bone and see if it comes out clean. Alright, I want to go ahead and try to pull the bone out. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, it came out nice and clean. It is very hot, but it looks like I did a great job. So far, so good. I will let you know how everybody liked it after we get done eating. Okay, everybody, let me go ahead and just fill y'all in on what happened after I pulled the bone out. There were so many people in the house due to the 4th of July weekend that people were really wanting to eat then and there, so I did not let the pork butt rest. Normally I let it rest at least an hour, maybe 2, before I pull it. I think it's important to let the juices kind of reabsorb and settle, but this was fine in this case because there was hardly any left over. People loved it. They said it was one of the best pork butts they've ever had, ever. And it was definitely the best one I've ever cooked. So we only had probably enough left over for like maybe 3 barbecue sandwiches after everybody had their fill. And this 9-pound pork butt, I think, fed about 12 people. And I had leftover. So the cook was a long one. It rained off and on throughout the day. It was very humid. I maintained a constant temp of about 250 to 270 in that range, and it went from 10 a.m. until 8:08. I pulled the pork off of the smoker at 8:08, so it smoked for a long time, but it was moist, it was tender, it was juicy, it was perfect. So I just want to let y'all know how it turned out. Everybody liked it. I don't have any pictures of it, unfortunately, because there was really none left. Everybody just wanted to eat, and I didn't have any opportunity to take any pictures or video of it after it was done. But you just got to take my word for it. Um, I'm going to do another pulled pork video in the near future where I go over how I trim the pork butt, and I will show you an after of what it looks like when I pull it. But just got to take my word on it. Um, there was hardly any left, and there was not really time for me to film. But anyway, I wanted to thank you guys for coming along with me on this pork butt adventure, and thanks everybody for the support. You're really helping my channel grow, and it's been really impressive lately. I thank each and every one of you, um, and I hope everybody had a great 4th of July. But that being said, I will see you in the next one. Thanks again. I'm kind of speechless.